Hey guys, Max Convexity. Hope everyone's having a great day. Let's check out these Defiance funds. All right, JEPY. These guys sold options for $18.32 and they had to buy them back for $21. Wow, that sucks. They were going for 487,000, but only ended up realizing 70 or a negative 77,000. So they didn't realize any profits. That takes them to a rolling profit of 249,000. They were up 327 yesterday, but then they lost a little bit today. 4 cents. They were 4 cents a share. Now they're 3 cents a share. Dividend estimate is sitting at 53 cents right now, but it's early, of course. All right. Triple QY. These guys sold options for $78 and they had to buy them back right there for $38. I never did put a, let's see here, cover price. This is what it costs to cover. And this is also the amount in the money. Remember, in the money, whenever you say in the money, it's from the perspective of the person that is the buyer of the option. So the option's in the money from the put buyer's perspective. And so today it was in the money from their perspective, $36. It was not in the money for us. It cost us money. We were trying to make 1.2 million. It ended up costing us $600,000 because it was $600,000 in the money, which was out of the money for us. I know it's complicated, but anyway. All right, so 600,000. So that takes the total profits, the running profit, to 600,000. They lost 50,000 yesterday and made 650 today. So you call it 600. 4 cents a share. Dividend estimate is 13 cents, which is way low. I'm going to say it's going to be higher than that. Just a wild ass guess. IWMY, these guys sold options right here at $12.10, right? And they ended up having to buy them back at $27, unfortunately. So they were trying to make almost 900,000 and they ended up losing 1.1 million. Brings the rolling for the month loss to 344,000 or negative 3 cents per share. Dividend estimate sitting at 103 right now. Let's look at, well, actually, let's stay here and let's look at SPY-T. I'm trying to make a SPY-T sheet that makes sense. And there's just not a lot of stuff that interests me in tracking on SPY-T. SPY-T is a target fund. So they like today, okay, just watch this. Okay. So this is today. They sold 14, or they did a 14 contract wide spread or 14 contract spread. They sold 14 52.55s and they bought 14 52.70s. So it's a 15-point spread. They sold this strike for $9, the near strike for $9.25. They bought the far strike for $3.25. So the difference was $6. All right, well, the difference is 6. And the risk on the fund is however wide the spread is, which is 15 points less what you received. 15 minus 6 is 9. So the risk on this spread is 9. They either stand to make 6 or lose 9. But this did, regardless of what they make or lose in the final analysis, this has earned them a premium of $8,400, which is the $600 per spread times 14 times 100. 6 times 14 is 84 times 100. All right. So this comes out to 2 cents a share. So a little bit more than that. Right up here is the shares outstanding. Well, so if you take the premium earned, which is $8,400, which is what Jay said they pay dividends with, you divide it by the shares outstanding, this would be able to pay a 2.24 cent dividend. Well, anyway, there's give or take 21 business days in a month. I think there may be 22 in this month. No, I think it's 21 actually. Anyway, give or take there is. So if you multiplied this out, if they made this much every day, they would be able to pay us 44 cents. Well, last month they just paid 37 cents. This is actually a little more than they need to make. They aren't trying to make everything they can. That's why I like to look at the other funds, because it's interesting to see somebody that can make that much money. I mean, 60% is a ton of money I mean, it's a ton of money. And anyway, these aren't, this is a different deal. This is a target. We're going to target, whatever it takes to pay a 20% dividend. We're just going to try to earn that much. And that comes out to about, I think, well, wait, not to 20% dividend, which actually comes out to 2 cents a day, now that I think about it, and with the current math. Well, anyway, I'm going to try to make some more content, maybe some graphs on this, or it's real interesting that they can make 6 or lose 9. And what the interesting thing is, they lose when the market goes up. But since these guys have 14,000 shares of SPY, more than 14,000, something like 14,800 shares of SPY. I need to put that up here. SPY shares. Anyway, this is an evolving sheet. I'll have more on it next time. And also, I was trying to do something here and trying to figure out what their assets were worth. This is from Friday night. They have 14,515 SPY shares. So I guess I could go write that. But so all those SPY shares together at Friday's close came up with that much, which came out to $20.24 a share. Well, then they have some other stuff. They have a money market, which is 15 cents a share. Then they have some options. One option is a debit of 3 cents. The other option is a credit of 1 cent. But together, they're a debit of 1 cent. But anyway, you add that all together. Well, then you have to figure out the cash. So the cash they have, $136,000. Right? So it would just be that. See, divided by that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's carrying this as a negative, though. Anyway, I'm gonna try to do something with this too. I'm just working on ideas. But I want to be able to show the value of the shares, the money market, and the options, kind of like Panda does. So yes, I'm stealing this idea from Panda. It's a really good way to look at these funds, but I think I'm just trying to work it out here. When he does it, it looks so easy. He says, the shares are worth $20 a share. The money market's worth 15 cents, and everything. And his math works out, and his spreadsheet looks so good. All right, well, let's look at the buffer report. All right, so here we have single day change on the indexes, mainly NASDAQ. NASDAQ was up 21 basis points today, but look at triple QI, nearly doubled the performance. JEPQ outperformed by a bit. SVOL was in line. IQQQ was in line. Triple QI was in line, but look at QDTE outperformed. XDTE underperformed. IWMY underperformed, but after the week and month it had last month, it's fine. ULTY had kind of a rough day. SPY-T outperformed its benchmark by about double. Or maybe that's not the way to say it. SPY-T got half as much downside as its benchmark. That was because of that $6 per share, that call spread they sold that's worth $6. I guarantee if you added up the difference, it's the difference between the money comes to the difference between 20 and -11. It's that guarantee. That's the only difference there. All right, FEPI had a great day. Look at FEPI, more than doubled its benchmark. YMAG doubled its benchmark. Great day. YMAX had a little bit of a rough day. And that could be because in YMAX, I guess Misty had a really bad day. Misty, Sky, and Coney were down pretty big. So that probably brought YMAX's returns down with it. AMD had a great day. Look at this. Phoebe outperformed. Infly outperformed. GUI was in line. How do people say that? Zomo? Anyway, XOMO was in line. Zomo, I guess. Clip was, I guess that's all right, Clip. All right, and we looked at the weeklies and all those, the 30-day. I really like the 30-day. We looked at all that stuff extensively yesterday. Here's the weekly changes. Now, these are some wrong numbers on here because Triple QI and IWMY paid a dividend today. So anyway, just ignore those. Don't pretend like you didn't see that. All right, guys. You guys have a great day. I'll be back with you tonight, and we'll talk about where the profit boxes are for tomorrow. All right. Have a good one.